Hi everyone, you're here to watch episode 55 of Unrolled Stories, and you're probably confused what my big face is doing instead of the usual intro and screen capture. Well, this episode went a bit wrong in terms of recording. We were playing for nearly 3.5 hours until I realised that OBS, the system we use to record the episodes, hadn't been picking up my mic the entire time. What that means is, throughout pretty much the entire episode, all of the NPC interactions, the setting descriptions, and asks for roles have no sound. So it's not really usable content to the extent that it would be even remotely worth trying to watch or listen to. So, what this episode is instead is the best bits from everyone else's roleplay, because I think they were incredible in this session and deserve to have their moments showcased and to have as much of the story as we can put out for all of you to watch. But for the places where there is DM descriptions and DM elements or NPC conversations, I will be doing some voiceover summary elements to explain what the scene is, what's being asked, and everything else that's going on. It's gonna be a rough episode. It's the best we can do with what we've got. Please be patient with us, and normal content will resume with episode 56. Hopefully, I won't mess up recording next time, and we'll have backups in place for capturing audio. But we've got what we've got. Hopefully you enjoy the episode as much as you can anyway, and I will probably be putting up a full complete summary of the episode over on the Dragon's Library, which you'll find in the description below, to properly lay out everything that happened so that if you don't want to endure a semi-silent film, you can read the full synopsis there and be ready for episode 56 when it comes out. Once again, sorry for how this came out. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got, and hopefully we'll see you again in a future episode where you'll actually enjoy my voice more often. Since also all of the announcements were missed out on at the start of the episode, I'll cover them here. The first of which is Stephen, our beloved Artificer player, is stepping away from playing D&D for the foreseeable future. For personal reasons. We wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll look forward to playing D&D with him again in the future, but for now he is no longer taking part in Unrolled Stories. Secondly, these episodes are going to start becoming a fortnightly release rather than every week. We usually record fortnightly and then split it up into 2 episodes. We're condensing it down into a single episode, mainly so that it's easier for me to edit and get out, and a little bit less of a time crunch. Hopefully you're happy with 3-odd-hour episodes rather than hour-and-a-half ones. If you still want, you can split them up into 2 and watch one weekend and watch another weekend. Obviously, loads more videos coming out on the channel to keep you entertained, so do let me know what you think of this change. And lastly, a few pieces of inspiration were handed out to the players for things both in and out of game. Doesn't really matter to the narrative element, but that was what was handed out. So, without further ado, let's get on with whatever this episode looks like. And once again, sorry for the audio issues. Last time out, having danced the night away at the Lord of Xir end of Tianlong ball, the party had been walking back to their accommodation in the Horizon Ward, where they had then been ambushed by a dragonborn figure from Ximori's past. A brief conversation where Ximori was told to leave them behind and the party to get out of the way was met with disdain from the rest of the group, who chose to support Ximori instead. At which point the dragonborn figure uttered a string of command words, activating some psycho conditioning in Ximori, causing them to attack their friends. What followed was a brief and bloody conflict where half the party was knocked unconscious and Togrim was slain. We pick up as the Scale Guard arrive to the scene, surrounding Aderyn, Balrick, and Ximori.
We didn't do anything.
There was this Dragonborn guy. He's fled now in a hood. All right.
I have no weapons, but I will kneel.
I'll get down as well.
Ximori is barely here consciously and just standing frozen.
Ximori, down. And I'll tug at Ximori's arm. We were attacked. Some Dragonborn in a hood. Some other, like a gang, it seemed like, ambushed us. We were returning from the party at the mayor's house when this Dragonborn came into the street, accosted us. We didn't like that. We wanted to keep going, and so he attacked us. Had a beast with him too. That's where the claw marks come from. Is it a -2 that I have? I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, -2. That's a 10.
There were loads of them.
Attacking us. Look at us. We're unarmed.
We just
from a party.
We just came from the ball. You can ask the people there.
His name's Norak. Dragonborn. Their name's Norak.
They'll come to. They had it the worst of it. Well, clearly not the worst of us, but
What about our friends? Can we go with them? And how long will that take? I don't want them. What if they wake up and they don't know where we are? They might get worried.
Aderyn, let's see what the man says. The quicker we get this done with, the quicker we can be out and see them.
Following this, the three were manacled and taken back to a Scale Guard jailhouse for the evening, where they would likely be questioned further by a magistrate who would investigate the case. They were put together in a shared cell and had a moment of privacy to discuss the events of the evening.
I am in the furthest corner I can get away from everyone, just curled up against the wall, staring at the ground.
You're taking a long time.
Letting us stew.
Do you think the others are okay now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're okay. They're tough.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
And this is a big city, hospitals. They're advanced. They're good.
Yep. Alright, we need a plan. They're going to ask us questions and they're not going to do it all together. So I don't think I was the most convincing out there.
But we didn't do anything wrong.
Didn't we? I'll take a quick look at Ximori.
Aderyn's gonna glance, but very quickly look away again. That wasn't Ximori. That Dragonborn. He did something.
Doesn't matter what it actually was, it's all what it looks like.
Will we just say that the Dragonborn controlled Ximori?
No, so Ximori's a threat. A dangerous thing to be put down. That's what they'll see. Snaps on a whim.
Alright, well we just tell him that Ximori was the one blocking most of the blows, and that's why they've got so much blood, and they let us go, right?
Potentially. I think that's a better option.
Why are you protecting me?
Shut up, you can ask that later.
It's okay, because everyone will be fine. It was just a bad accident.
Yeah.
It won't happen again, because we're gonna stop that Dragonborn.
Yeah. It's not going to happen again.
I felt it.
Say again.
I felt him break in my hands.
Not now, Ximori. Let's
What
get
do you
out of
mean?
here. No. We don't need to talk about this right now. Let's get out of here.
What do you mean?
Let's get to the hospital.
What do you mean he broke?
I've felt a lot of things. I know how hard I hit someone. And I know how hard I hit them when they don't get up again.
But they've gone to the hospital.
You should have gone to the morgue.
Why would
No.
Why would he go to the morgue?
Stop this
Why
now.
would who?
Both of you, stop
Togrim?
this now.
But why would Togrim go to the morgue?
Why do you think, Aderyn?
The guard shook his head.
No, you wouldn't kill Togrim.
You were in my head. You know I wouldn't do that. But it wasn't me in charge. This the real me, the me before they... There's no point protecting me because I can't tell them the truth. I can't.
Aderyn just
I'm a
goes really
danger.
quiet. She's trying to control an outburst of magic right now. She's like,
I am a danger and a monster. I am a weapon that they made me. I'm Norak's tool. I'm not a person.
Like I said, we're going to get out of here first. This is not the place for this.
It's the perfect place for me. I can't hurt any of you anymore. Said it yourself, when we get out of here, you'll just kill me anyway.
Who said that?
You did. If I ever hurt any of them again, you'll put me down.
I did, didn't I?
So you're gonna do it. Because if not, then I'm just another kid you failed to kill.
You're looking at myself touching my old age. Look at me stuck in here with two walking bombs. So what are you going to tell them then? The guards, when they take you away.
The only thing I can tell them that I had to attack them. I can't say the sentence altogether.
So you're just going to tell the truth. In your own way.
That's what happened. I was made to fight somebody. I don't deserve to get out of this, Balrick.
stop it. Stop talking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That Dragonborn was controlling you. You didn't want to hurt us. And you did, but you didn't want to. So we're going to get out and we're going to go see the others. And they're going to be okay. And then we're going to go kill the Dragonborn.
Aderyn,
No.
It took
No,
less
no,
than
no,
30 seconds for
no.
me to nearly kill you all.
I don't care. We're going to get out. We're going to go to the hospital. And then we're going to kill the Dragonborn. And if you don't help us get out of here by saying the right things to the guards, you don't want to know what I'll do.
Shortly after this conversation, a middle-aged elf in a long purple coat enters the jailhouse and begins talking to the trio, at which point he takes Aderyn and Balrick away to a questioning room to get further information as to what happened, starting by asking who they are and why they're here, before asking them further about the events of tonight.
Visiting. We had some trading to do and here for the festival. I was planning on leaving tomorrow or the day after. I suppose it's probably not tomorrow anymore, is it? It's probably.
We were at the party at the ball. That's why we were wearing these clothes. You can ask the people there, and everything was fine. And then,
As you can see, we were basically unarmed. I had a small dagger.
we left and we were heading back to one of the houses where we are staying. We are guests there. And then this Dragonborn came and he didn't want us to keep going. And I think maybe he wanted something that we had. I'm not sure. It was really quick, and then there were more of them, and I remember there were some with arrows on the roofs, and I think there were more up hitting in the streets, and we tried to ask to go by peacefully, but they wouldn't let us, and then they just started attacking, and then all I remember is everybody was getting hurt, and they were jumping in front. If it wasn't for my friends, I would be dead. And then the guards came and someone shouted something, and then they left. I think they were scared. And then all of a sudden we were asked to go on the ground. No.
It's all a bit of a blur.
The magistrate then proceeded to ask whether anyone had made an attack or an intent to harm Derek, the new icon of the city, as such an act could be deemed an act of grand sedition against the church.
The new icon of the city, Derek, the dragon that I am the guardian of. Yes. You're saying that I would commit sedition against my own. I'm not quite sure what you're implying here.
Is Derek safe now? You think they wanted to take Derek away from us and that's why they attacked? That could make sense. What about our friends? Are they safe?
I'm now wondering about... You're concerned about the image of the attack. The image of you then detaining the protectors of said Drake. I'm just concerned about the image in the city of the said Drake gets attacked, and the city's first response is to detain it, to detain him and his companions.
The magistrate, who by now has introduced themselves as Ilian Purhorn, clarifies the situation, first apologising for the manner of their detainment before explaining that their eyewitness account would be crucial in capturing who was responsible for the dangerous attack on Derek. Based on the evidence and the situation, the current belief is that Derek was the target of the attack, and that line of thought requires this case to be handled effectively, efficiently and completely as quickly as possible, A culprit must be found and charged to send a message that the city will not tolerate any kind of assault on its new religious icon at the heart of the city. And based on what the Scale Guard saw upon arriving at the scene, Ximori is the chief suspect into who perpetrated the attack.
Ximori is not the one at fault.
Why would Ximori willingly hurt us?
They are our friend and compatriot. We vouch for them. They are not the guilty party.
I'll help you.
That's the advantage. Can Aderyn do it? No. I just rolled 2 19s. So for a 17. We were all covered in blood to some extent. I don't know exactly how the fight went. I chased after while others attacked my friends.
I think the Dragonborn do things.
Alter our perceptions. They had, maybe not Arcana, they had chemical play as well. The only thing that I'm sure of is that they threw some narcotic, so maybe that's the way. I would really like this to be done quickly. I'm sure our host, Tarquin Ophidian Shoe, is waiting for us now. I'm quite worried about our location. We're staying at their residence.
Satisfied with their eyewitness account and testimony, as well as understanding they are friends with high-ranking family members within the city, the magistrate is inclined to let Aderyn and Balrick leave, although asks them to linger in the city for a little bit longer should any further questions come up.
We're not leaving without our friend.
Can we go to the hospital?
Not leaving the city without her.
Can we go to the hospital now?
Can we see Ximori before we go?
As the two of them are led back to the jail cell where Ximori still resides, the Scale Guard leading them back there whispers in Balrick's ear, "A misty night is gliding in. There's an offer on the table. A favour for a favour."
I'm going to turn to the guard who whispered that, and I'm just going to say, with a slight touch to make it clear that it's not about how long we're in the cell, but to say how long we're in the cell. Out loud, how long do we have? And do I get the impression that he's also referring about... Yeah. We're being released.
Okay, good. You
You're
should
not.
leave.
We're
Yeah.
not leaving without you. Not the city.
I don't know what I'm going to say when I go in there. I'm going
Try
to tell
not
the
to say
truth,
anything.
but I don't know how much it's going to be.
Try not to say anything. Don't incriminate yourself. We're going to do what we can. Forward out.
We said the Dragonborn use narcotics.
I did, yeah. He hit me, threw a bag of drugs on me, disoriented. But I do
Yeah,
think...
that sounds like him.
Did he used to have a touch of magic to him? I'm saying a low voice.
Just like showing my tattoo.
Hmm?
Like, it's not a normal tattoo. I've tried cutting it off, but it's there all the time.
So yes.
I think so.
We'll try and find him, we're going to get you out of here and we're going to help.
I don't deserve you.
Not right now, maybe not. We'll work on that.
Aderyn's gonna, in Ximori's mind, ask, "You're sure you killed him?"
I felt him break.
She's gonna withdraw and just walk away.
I just go back to being still in the corner.
I'll stand there very awkwardly for a moment. What do I do now? What's happened there? We'll see you soon.
Yeah. See. Balrick,
Yes?
look after them.
No, I need to get Derek first.
The audacity!
Do they give me my knife back first? I got my dagger. I'm going to snatch the lead off and cut it off. I'm like, how dare you, to the person holding that lead. Back away. You right, Derek? I'm good. All right. Let's go sort this shit out.
Meanwhile, across town, at St. Hope's Hospital, Lesley and Tauri have started to come around after receiving medical treatment at the hospital. They are both battered, bruised, and heavily injured, but, crucially, alive. Rain is settling in across the city as a light drizzle begins to tap against the window.
Lesley is going to just grumble like old man groan, getting up. The puppy. Getting out of bed like, ugh. Where am I?
I don't know.
Where are the others? Oh, why does my head hurt?
More than likely because you got punched as hard as I did, if not harder.
Oh, what happened? We were in the alley, and then I don't remember much. I'm sorry. Maybe I was drinking too much.
Can I see if there are anyone around? I've got a feeling we'll be getting a visit at some point.
You think we're still in danger?
Not necessarily in danger, but cities don't like people being attacked in broad night time. Especially at the end of a festival like this.
I'd imagine there'd be plenty of attacks on a night like this.
I doubt it.
Really, where are the others? Was Lesley conscious when Togrim went down?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, you were.
No,
you
Lesley
were,
was the second to go down. Because
I know I was
think Tauri
first.
was the first because Tauri got shot.
And I was right next to you when you went murder psycho.
Togrim went down second because then I guillotined Lesley over my shoulder, staring at Aderyn. That was a lot of head trauma.
A lot of head trauma.
Just a lot of actual trauma as
And a
well.
thunder wave to the spine.
I think. Should we ask about the others? They should be here. They should be here.
How much would if they weren't badly injured, then they probably wouldn't have been brought here.
They were still injured. It's were they not injured? Are we in?
Well, yeah, I don't think Yeah, Balrick took a bit, but like not a lot. Because he ran. Balrick didn't stay when Zoromir was killing. Balrick went for the big bad. And dashed off. And everyone protected Aderyn. Everyone just threw the bodies in front of Aderyn.
Hey, look, we know who the nuke is.
I'm sorry, Tauri. I'm very out of sorts. I get this feeling that we're missing something. How are you feeling?
I got run over by a cart.
I share that feeling.
At that point, we cut back to the jailhouse across the city, where Magistrate Purhorn has arrived in front of Ximori's jail cell, ready to ask them some questions about Ximori's involvement in the attack.
I'll tell you as much as I know of what happened. But there are things that I'm physically not able to say. I literally can't say what the problem is. That's part of it. I have to speak around it because I can't say the actual thing that's the problem. And like show my tattoo that is clearly two snakes like wrapped around my collarbone without the chain visible currently. The Dragonborn's name is Norak. They were my handler / torturer / controller when I was kidnapped at an early age and tricked into joining the chain. I know you have. But the things they've done to me, I would have volunteered for. They can say things that make me lose sight of what I'm doing. I tried to leave and they did something and I lost consciousness until I was on my knees surrounded by Scale Guard. I know that I hurt people. There was a crossbow bolt in Tauri and none of us had a crossbow and I don't know who had that or where that came from. There was a knife in my hands. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to live a quiet life. I think what Norak wanted was me. Do you have any way of forcing me to speak that I can submit to? I will submit to them willingly. It's safer if I'm here where Norak can't get to me. I'm dangerous even without a weapon, so don't, in case Norak comes back or finds a way here, don't let me get close. Please, I don't want that to happen again.
We now return to St. Hope's Hospital, where Aderyn and Balrick have found Lesley and Tauri's room and come to see them.
Are you okay?
Oh, better?
Oh, better.
High five.
Ow! Tauri loses her 1 HP. I rolled 1.
Oh no!
Aderyn's gonna run and hug Lesley, and then she's gonna start crying.
Lesley is going to quietly pat your back. And look over to Balrick, I guess. But where are the others?
Ximori's still at the jailhouse. We were taking him for questioning. You two remember much?
Really not. It's all a bit of a blur.
Wasn't good for Ximori.
I remember thinking he attacked me, but...
What will they do with them at the jailhouse? Will they keep them there?
Don't know. I think that depends on what they say. We've calmed spirits a little bit, given them another target, but they need a guilty party. They need someone to. What's the word?
In your top.
Someone to
Yeah,
blame.
pin it on
Yeah,
someone.
cool. Bless you.
Togrim was here with you though. Where's Togrim gone?
Togrim wasn't here when we woke up.
You can stay here if you want. I can go find out.
No, I'm coming.
I'd like to say hi.
Are you able to walk?
Am I able to walk? Leslie's gonna like all around Aderyn. Leslie's gonna stand and be like, no, I cannot.
Oh, did we do our rolls? I can't remember if we did. I thought this would be a good chance to have that flair. Sorry.
Fuck yeah.
As Lesley tries to stand up.
Patch.
Forgot about grievous
Lesley
injury.
tries to stand up, and standing up makes them lose their eye. Falls out.
It just pops with the extra or it
Maybe that's what-
implodes because they don't have enough blood in their body, so it sucks it out.
Maybe Lesley just didn't realise he's lost an eye, tries to stand up and realises he's got no depth perception at all.
Just completely falls over the end of the bed.
One eye just deflates.
We don't know because it's a glass eye.
It was always fake. It just like broke.
It's always been fake.
Oh god, I shattered a glass eye against the pavement.
You need Volo's invisibility eye.
Sick.
That'd be sick.
For context, in Unrolled Stories, we make use of the Grievous Wounds table from Grim Hollow's campaign setting. Every time a player character goes down to 0 hit points, they roll 2d6 on the table and gain some sort of lingering wound. It can end with them losing a limb or an eye if they roll particularly badly. In this instance, Tauri rolled nerve shock damage and Lesley rolled a sprained wrist. Both minor injuries that with a small amount of treatment can be fixed and solved.
Oh,
The dual
that
wielder.
hurt so hard.
Do you want to be able to have a play, or do you want to be able to?
That was the worst. That was the worst.
You know I don't play the flute.
The second worst it could have been.
Is that worse than
Okay.
death?
No, I think it's worse than death.
Logically, it's whichever hand you have the
Sick.
knife in.
I love it. Sick. So what Tauri has her
Temporary nerve damage.
How close are one of you to the end of my bed?
I think Balrick's in the doorway, Aderyn's at Lesley's bed, so I'm actually on the next one over.
Literally, you just see like my feet just shaking, just like twitching every so often.
Oh.
Well, I was just saying that I'm proficient in medicine. I can take a look later. But we're going to go look for Togrim. I think Lesley's going to try and come with, but...
Well, I can't. Not with my wrist like this. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Aderyn, are you coming with them? You don't have to.
I want to come.
Don't know if it'll be pleasant.
Why wouldn't it be pleasant? It's always lovely to see Togrim.
Togrim was hit worse than you.
But he's so small and bouncy. He'll come back. He'll.
Yeah.
They're good here, right? But
I'll go.
the nurses are nice here.
You relax.
Aderyn's gonna shake her head. She's starting to process it.
We'll go find Togrim. Hey, we've got a friend of ours admitted not long ago. I imagine he'll be in a serious injury unit or maybe worse. Blonde gnome. Yeah. Don't know. We're friends. I don't know who his next of kin would. We've not talked much. Traveling companions.
At this point, the halfling nurse that the two have gone and found takes them into a quiet room and gives them the tragic news that Togrim did not survive their injuries from the attack and actually arrived at the hospital dead. There was nothing they could do to save him.
Can we see the body?
The nurse takes them to see Togrim's body. The state of damage done to his small figure is substantial. There is blood caking his blonde hair and all of his clothes. His left eye has been lost, and there are 3 deep wounds raking down that side of his face. On the other side, his face is smashed in, his rib cage crushed from where Ximori had slammed his face into the wall. There is very little anyone could have done to save him.
I don't even know his next of kin. Yeah.
Is there no way to heal this?
Okay.
Perhaps if we ask the church?
Spirit would have to be willing. We can ask. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Once everyone's able to walk around again, we'll go to the church.
In the meanwhile, we should keep his things safe.
Do you want to go find his effects? The hospital has them.
Can Aderyn also take few strands of hair from Togrim. She's going to do that bit in. Good.
I'd like to go back up to the room with Tauri and Lesley. We need to discuss what we do now. We need to get Ximori out of prison.
Do we?
It's not Ximori's fault.
I'm not saying that it is. What happens if that person comes back and sets him off again?
That's not going to happen. We're going to kill the Dragonborn.
You can guarantee that you can find him?
I can guarantee that I won't stop until I try.
I can guarantee that they'll go after Ximori again.
At which point we end up back here again.
Maybe not if we're ready with our equipment and with some others on side.
Who others? We have no allies.
No, but there are favours that have been offered. A guard in the jail. I assume there's no one else in the room. A guard in the jail cell whispered to me, give me a call sign, said a favour for a favour. Got a strong feeling it's from our acquaintance. What's the name? Glide. That's the one who I traded with, isn't it?
Yes, and who both Lesley and I spoke to as well.
Yeah.
Have you guys have they told us about Togrim, or did you guys just come up like, all right, let's leave?
Oh yeah, actually, are we gonna tell? Yeah. Togrim's gone.
That's a real shame. Do we know of his family?
Never talked about it, did it? He's
He
from
was-
the capital, right? We could find the Clockwork Guild in Andamon.
He have like little labels on his clothes.
Maybe
You know,
his
like,
application-
lost pretend.
He went to do paperwork, didn't he, to get a license?
Yeah,
Maybe they asked him for his next kin.
good idea. We can go up to the library and ask.
It would be the university.
The university.
The library is near there or in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We really get Ximori out of jail.
We've lost one friend today. Let's not make it another. We need to work out what to do with Ximori.
If you can get him out.
Our acquaintance Clyde has given us a offer as a favour, but I think there's a time limit on it.
However, is that favour getting him out legally? You have enough problems as it is.
Didn't say whether it was just getting him out. Maybe there's other favours we can. I don't know how quick the chain turn on chain, but
Does it matter?
It's worth listening.
Aderyn?
Why does it matter if it's legal or not? The laws here are stupid anyway.
Says somebody who's not from here.
I don't have to be from somewhere to see whether or not a law is stupid.
So all of our laws are stupid. The ones keeping us safe from criminals like who've just caused this entire thing.
Ximori isn't a criminal.
I didn't mention his name.
Well, the system doesn't work. I don't know all of the Tauri, but do you not want to help? Do you not want to help
The
Ximori?
law you were talking of breaking, is breaking somebody out of jail, possibly.
Somebody who
If
should
that
be-
law is stupid, then legally you are saying that the criminals who run the Undercity are allowed to break their inmates out without courts, without issue. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Or is it a different rule because he's considered one of us? One rule for us and another for them.
It's not one for us and one for them. Ximori didn't choose to do
It
what he did.
doesn't matter.
We're not breaking Ximori
I
out. Ximori wants to stay there.
I think the issue might be if this guy comes back and Ximori is stuck in a place where they pose a danger to themselves and to those around them. What happens if this Dragonborn comes back and breaks Ximori out to use them against their own will, against others? I don't think the Scale Guard know what they're dealing with.
So what? We kill the Dragonborn first?
I think we go see Collide and see what Collide offers.
Let's find out what maybe if there's some nice painkillers here, we can join, but maybe you guys might have to go and find out, be diplomatic.
Yeah. If Clyde's offering us a favour, that means that there might be some infighting, some disagreements within the chain. We might be able to use that.
Or they're not part of the chain.
Clyde's part of the chain. And the dragon. We know both are part of the chain.
Did we know Clyde was part? Oh, okay, sorry, I couldn't remember if Clyde was.
Clyde
But
was, yeah, I know it because that's my contact. We never saw Clyde's tattoos. But we would assume that the other guy, Norak, is chained as well because he's Ximori's handler and Ximori was chained. So the assumption is they're both chained. Alright. We'll go see Glide. You guys rest up. See if they can't get you some more. Yeah, like you said, painkillers.
I think I'd also quite like a sponge bath. As he
I
shouts
don't
a little
know.
bit too loud.
I don't know, you'll get that in the middle of the night.
Is there anything we can do to help them, to inspire them, to make them slightly less shit?
I'm wondering how good a doctor I am. I'm proficient in medicine. Can I fix you?
Like they're in a hospital and
Oh,
you're
my
here
God.
like, no, herbal remedies it is.
Look, have you guys tried?
Lesley actually only ascribes to homeopathy. Oh,
It's called Lesleyopathy.
no.
I feel badly for that.
But yeah, sorry, I'm trying to
The issue
sign
I've
in.
got is the only inspiration I can do it only lasts 10 minutes. So
Mother-
unless you hand wave it.
Have you got do you have enhanced ability?
Not
Nope.
yet.
Damn.
Cool. I'll hand that to Balrick.
Thank you. That'll get rid of my negative crit. Why am I doing the talking?
You can probably say no, and I would entirely agree. But I would assume I cannot cast Comprehend Languages, because I probably don't have the book. Yes, but would I logically have taken
No,
the
it's not.
ritual casting book with me to all? That's my point.
Yeah. We've only got the stuff that we would have taken to a ball. I've got a dagger. I think did Aderyn bring her staff?
No.
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 You will find my dagger in my things.
Oh, I don't think we're in that much danger.
We didn't think we were in that much danger walking home. Take it.
Aderyn, grab it. Have some yourself.
I can give them both a pat on the butt and just make them feel a little bit more pretty.
No, you can't. You
That
got
works, right?
and
With my other, I have
Oh,
another
another
hand.
You can only use one of them to pat on the butt.
Damn.
Aderyn and Balrick head across town to the Midnight Mist, the nightclub that they had previously frequented when they made deals with Glide in the past, to find out just what this favour for a favour entails. Entering into the nightclub, the music is going, the incandescent lighting is shining bright, as if this area of the city is completely unaware to the tragedy that has taken place elsewhere in Geodothras.
Oh god, there was a phrase. Oh, did I have to say it at the bar? Can't remember. I'm gonna go to the bar and the mist glides easily in the harbour.
It's not long before the two of them are directed to the elevator that takes them up to Glide's personal suite, where they encounter the suave and charismatic proprietor of the Midnight Mist and their female drow companion draped across a sofa, just watching the lights of the city go by as the festival has come to an end. Glide offers them a drink upon their entering before they sit down to discuss business.
It's not the time for it. You learn things quickly, don't you? Someone's died.
Glide proceeds to lay out an understanding of their situation and offers to take care of this for them. After all, Balrick has proven himself a reliable resource in the past, and Glide would feel it a shame to lose that.
I don't want a relationship with the chain. But you've offered a favour, and I want to hear you out.
Glide mentions it would be a minor trifle to get Aderyn and Balrick's names removed from any records or investigations ongoing, and all he asks in return is a small delivery, a package to somewhere else within the Empire.
Just the two of us.
Glide points out that the release of their muscle-bound friend would require a little more effort, and as such would require a more significant favour in kind. In fact, he has a couple of situations that could be dealt with immediately if they didn't want to have any lingering connection to the chain.
We're interested in Norak. He's the reason our friend Ximori's in that. And we will permanently free him unless it's dealt with. The favour that you're offering, can you give us the location?
While Glide is unable to give them the information that they seek, he does offer to give them someone else to take the fall for Ximori.
What do you mean someone else to take the... A grey dragonborn. Black dragonborn. I'm not having innocence go down.
If you don't care what happens to Norak, why not just help us put Norak behind bars?
Because as much as Glide doesn't agree with Norak's operations, there's a reason the chain have reached where they are, and that doesn't come with selling each other out.
So the chain protect the chain. Well, I'm not chain.
It's a weak chain with broken links.
What's stopping us from giving up all the information we have about you?
Aderyn, this isn't a place for threats.
Then
Knowledge?
be helpful. No. We don't want fair. We want a little more. Tell us a little bit more. I want more information about Nora. Intimidation.
I think they did offer that.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this. This shit roll. Dirty 20.
Glide is impressed with Aderyn's brazen approach to someone like him, and so sweetens the deal. Agree to the favour, as per his... Agree to the favour, and he'll give them what information he can that might help them with Norak.
We're good delivery folk, like you said.
A delivery won't be enough for that level of information and help. Glide expects a favour or work in kind. The two of them have a choice. Either conduct the work that Glide needs assistance with now, or leave a lingering favour that he can cash in whenever he likes.
Does it have to be both of us, or just one of us?
It's his job. He wants a job from us and our party.
If I pledge myself to the favor, does that mean it's just me? Then that's not one favor.
One job. We together, we do one. That's what they're saying. It's not going to be something we can do alone. Do you want it something now, or in the? We'll have a favour in the future. I've got business. So the favour in the future, it has to. No cruelty, no killing innocent. Tell us what you know.
Glide extends a hand to each of them, and with a flash of incandescent light behind their mysterious eyes, the deal is struck, and he begins to share information about Norak.
Well?
Glide proceeded to inform the two of them that Norak is a coward, a craven, and likely won't make the same attack twice. If he's going to come after them, he's going to come after them outside of Jir Dothras. He made his play and it didn't work. He also asked Melanoir, his drow companion, to showcase some arcane methods that might help interrupt Norak's psycho-conditioning on Ximori. Melanoir proceeded to cast Calm Emotions on Aderyn and Suggestion on Balrick to showcase just what enchantment-style magic can do to untrained minds.
Aderyn's gonna stare at the drow, study the drow's features really close. I'm just memorizing it for my doll.
It's been a while since we had some Tabitha lore.
And we're just gonna walk.
Yeah.
Right out.
Yeah, we'll head back to the hospital. I mean, I assume we go back to the hospital and we say, here's the deal. You guys don't have to worry too much, but me and Aderyn owe this guy a favour.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I think if Ximori was here, they'd tell us to worry quite a lot about owing a favour to the chain. But they aren't here, so good job, guys.
I think while in my cell, I'm just going to begin feeling like the beginnings of a sense of strength coming over me, and just Bast, I don't want this. Don't feed me this.
Why are we imprisoned again? We can break out, kill those who contain us.
This strength you're feeding me right now. Is this Togrim?
No, I have not had him. He passed before we could finish him.
That's something, I guess. I'll just slip into my trance.
Finish him next time.
Shut up.
Tauri, you going to say something?
Oh yeah, Aderyn's not gonna really sleep much. She's instead gonna start creating a little Togrim doll back in the guest house. She's gonna sew the hair on. Kind of creepy. Fine.
Creepy grieving.
We pick up the next morning at St. Hope's Hospital, where Magistrate Purhorn has come to see Lesley and Tauri to ask them a few questions about the night before.
All things considered, it was only a few hours ago.
The magistrate then asks them to give their account of what happened the night before.
Of course. I assume they've spoken about this Dragonborn, who seems to be the catalyst / leader of this entire endeavour. I'll tell them everything I know, not that I'm not sure I noticed anything in particular, other than what they looked like, because I was busy. I will say that they were clearly here for Ximori. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but there's clearly a connection of some kind.
Ilian proceeds to ask for further details on Ximori, as right now they are the chief suspect in the investigation, and was wondering about any further details Tauri and Lesley could provide.
I wouldn't say that. We've been with them for some time now, and I know they want absolutely nothing to do with the chain. Whether that's from a past experience or what, I'm not entirely sure. But I know that they would be willing to walk through the fires of hell to avoid going anywhere near the chain, if they could. That is a natural 20 for 28. They have their anger issues. They have lost control at least once or twice, but I know that they would never harm us intentionally.
Ilian proceeds to ask Tauri whether they saw any individual in particular making a threat or an attempt on Deck's life.
I'm busy trying to remember, did I see... No, I know Ximori didn't. I'm trying to work out if Tauri would have known anything.
I don't think Deck was attacked at all. Deck got injured. Deck's on 9 HP. So.
I'm going to play I'm not going to go like I know exactly what happened. I think, but I think some of the people on the roofs with crossbows took pot shots at them, and I think the Dragonborn at least threw something at it and its protector's direction. I don't know whether that harmed Dirk directly, but I would consider that an attack, honestly. I went down fairly soon after getting hit in the back by something. And then I took a crossbow bolt to the chest.
How attractive is Ilian?
Of course.
He's a 6, but he acts like a 5. He's a 6, but acts like an 8.
Leslie's gonna let his little, like, hospital gown. Ooh, are we in hospital gowns? Are they open at the back?
Well, they're not going to be open at the front, are they?
Oh no, I put it on wrong.
That is exactly what happened is Lesley saw the way it was and went, no, this can't be happened, and then literally spun it around on purpose.
No. Lesley is going to make a very big show of being injured. I'm so sorry. I think we fought valiantly, but we were overcome. It was just too mighty, and I think my head maybe was struck a little bit. It's gonna sort of like do the like.
Revealing the large amount of blood on the back of your head and the bruising.
I did have one. Knew it. Sorry, it's performance. 16. He's gonna do it with his injured hand and wince when his wrist is like, ow. I think it would be quite nice if you could capture this Dragonborn. Keep our streets safe.
A few hours later, Ilian then returned to the jail cell to speak to Ximori.
You've got what you need to question me.
Ilian proceeds to tell Ximori that they have obtained Norak, arrested him, and are bringing him in for charges.
No. You caught him?
And then proceeds to tell Ximori that they will be released, although they will be watched very closely from here on out. Their involvement in this endeavour is not to be totally overlooked.
I'd still like to testify if I can for their crimes. Their many, many, many crimes.
Before he leaves, Ximori's records, details and information will be put down in paperwork to ensure that should anything happen again involving Ximori, the Scale Guard know where to go to.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I follow. I slightly sheepishly follow. Yep.
While this is happening, Ximori takes a look around and spots the black dragonborn that's been brought in by the Scale Guard.
Natural 20.
And clearly notices it's not Norak.
I'm going to roll an insight to see if I've put together that's who they think Norak is. Because I think otherwise I might just be thinking like, more just like, not Norak, not Norak. Yep. I think I'll basically just sort of ignore them. And yeah, like turning to the Ilian. Okay, when you do, bring them in, you want to make sure they don't have anything on them because they have a lot of drugs on them usually. And try not... Yeah, I don't think Ximori's twigged that, like... I think they're just caught up in the moment of Norak's captured. Yeah.
No critical thinking at all, good.
No. Just like, Norak is like now captured and I am safe. So I leave. And I think I probably head to the church first.
Elsewhere, Lesley and Tauri are considering departing the hospital and getting on with their lives.
Do you want to head back?
I think, yeah, I think that would be good. Tauri, you're from the area. Not this area, the area that Togrim's from.
I wouldn't say I was, but
closer than I am.
Lesley's the type of person to go, Wales, that's in London, right?
Yes, they are.
So,
Well,
hey, you're
I mean-
American, right? You know my cousin.
I was just, well, I mean, I don't know. I was wondering if you were maybe more familiar with what sort of the protocol is with the body. We're quite particular in the South about our rights. And I was wondering if that was something that you cared about so much in the North.
I think it would depend on the individual more than anything. Togrim's probably at one of the cathedrals, possibly taken to the main one with his links to Turk.
He did like his religion, right? He was a big fan of the jade stuff going on around here.
Most people from the Empire are practicing the religion.
I think maybe we should try and see if we can get him the best, before we head out.
That's assuming we don't try and see what we can do to bring him back.
That's gone. I'm sorry. There's no cheating death.
It's not entirely true.
There should be no cheating death. Indeed, we should go catch up with the others.
We'll head to the room then.
Meanwhile, back at the house they've all been staying at, Balrick and Aderyn start their day.
I'd have got up made a simple.
Aderyn's probably finishing up the doll. Quiet.
Did you not sleep?
No, I don't think so.
I think Balrick probably sees that and brings it. Does Aderyn drink coffee?
Yeah.
Which are a massive mug. Proper black. Not smart. Respect.
Do you think Togrim would blame Ori?
No, I don't think Togrim laid much blame.
That's
Quite a peaceful fella.
If it was me, it would be different because it's me not controlling myself. But with Ximori, if we eliminate the people trying to control them, then Ximori will be fine.
Well, at least better, I suppose. You're right, but we need to sort some things out first. Okay? You don't have to focus on them. You can stew and focus on your adventure. You're doing that. But we can't go straight for it. Lesley and Tauri are in hospital. Ximori's in jail. We're missing half our weapons in the enchantment place. You know?
I know.
We're all on site.
Why are you so calm?
Angry as fuck.
Just...
I need to kill something soon. But my son got taken over by something. He killed my family, and I couldn't kill him back. Still my son. So he's lost control. Whether that's his own fault or not, he lost control. Ximori's lost control. I can at least help with Ximori. But believe me, this you know that guy is fucked.
Okay.
As almost as if it's random chance, all four meet up on the streets of Giardothras.
How do they look? What are you guys in your normal attire? Does Lesley have a cast on?
Well, we won't be in a normal attire unless you brought it.
No, you had it at hospital. Oh yeah, no, you're a hospital. I meant, are you in your hospital attire, or did you put your ball stuff on?
Well, my ball stuff is fairly okay, so I probably put on the skirts / ripped top. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys probably look like shit then, yeah.
Yep.
Leslie's still in that hospital gown, so his ball stuff is definitely visible from the back.
Yo, he's turned it around, has he? This time,
Funny.
rather than
He's got
having
the
it
old
open
man
at the front.
hang.
I was wondering
That
if you've got
rectangle is swinging freely.
stars, like, is Tauri in like a crutch of some kind, or Lesley got a cast or a sling or something?
A
Do
very
you look even
manly
more
sling
like shit? Or...
around the arm.
Tauri's
As in a frame.
Tauri's got a lightweight cane. You know, it's not all the time she needs it at the moment, but every so often you might see a leg buckle slightly. Like a knee go.
Ah, shite. You guys... You look like shit.
Yeah, well,
At least
at
this is temporary for us. For you, it'll never change.
I have to take my clothes off to have a shit. And then Tauri looks at Lesley.
Well done, Lesley, that was good. Alright, let's get you back. We'll get you back and we'll get you some clothes on. And then
It's quite freeing.
we'll go around town. I'll take a quick look at your injuries, see if I can't provide a salve or something. Who am I doing first?
Dealer's
Medically.
choice.
Lesley, you get 15?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use an inspiration. Because I don't want to make Tauri worse.
Oh no, Tauri's allergic to basil.
I got a 1, so... But I've re-rolled, I got an 11 now.
I'm telling you, Tauri, an injection of acid straight to the nerves will sort everything out.
Now I've got some... There's these leaves here, they're known by many names. They're sometimes known as cocaine leaves. Chew on them for a bit. They'll be right as rain. I think I've got like a Victorian era medicine. Here's some heroin.
This is nothing opium won't fix.
Do you have any dried ones?
Some chewing leaves for Tauri would work, like a calm. Yeah. And then what do I do for Lesley? No, just like slap his hand. Just like. No, because it's a spray, not a thing.
A mother's kiss can handle.
Probably rub a salve on it and then wrap it in a really tight bandage that rather than being like a cast, is like a compression glove style thing. Lesley feels so much worse right now. Compression gloves hurt.
I mean, I did say it wasn't going to feel nice.
Yeah, the next hour.
Never been shelter.
Alright, we've got lots to do. We've got to go collect our magic from the shop.
We get money.
Can you turn it? We need to go to the bank to get out some Electrum.
Fantasy fucking loan.
And then we need to go to
Fancy
the
D&B.
item shop, get our weapons back. And
That
then-
sounds excellent, but I would like to be in clothes that aren't bloodstained /
We've gone home.
Oh, sorry, I missed that somehow. Cool. I wasn't sure we were doing that while we walked, that was all. Sorry.
No, we were like, get you home. We'll give you a look over and get you dressed.
Cool.
Speed run. We've got bank. We've got item shop. We've got potentially church to talk about Togrim, whether that's last rites or whether that's future rites. And what else is there? Live university next of kin, and then bang narrow.
Here's an important point. Have you told us? You've told us about the Yeah, Tauri would probably say stick as a group because we don't know if the Dragonborn's going to come back.
Yeah, like I've said that Glide said, like I would have done a full debrief on what Glide said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we all would be too nervous to split up.
First things first, the group head to the Imperial Bank to pick up their supply of Electrum, handing over the paperwork that was designed for Togrim from Professor Lyan.
Who had what? Did we have to rummage around in Togrim's stuff, or was that a Tauri thing? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just would be heartbreaking. Yeah, just heartbreaking that we have to like rummage around in his stuff.
Before it, spits out Pebble.
Sorry, now I need to go to my stupid character sheet.
No, I think Lesley was going to owe me because I've got written that Lesley's got a debt of 228 golds.
Fun.
Because I do have, so I need to go to the bank, and I've got 1,322 gold.
Tauri can put in 160.
But
I have 8 copper.
Isn't so that
I
mine?
was going to say, yeah, some of that's Aderyn's, but I was going to 500 of it. But I was going to say that I've got loads. I've got the uncut gems. I was going to see if the bank could trade in gemstones. Then I want to give them 1,000. So 10 gems, 100 gold each. It's 1,000 gold in gemstones. Yes. I will sort all that out. So don't worry, Tauri. I'll just sort that. And then when we get to there, you can sort out what you own. $1,000.
As the main group head to the Worm's Seal to spend their hard-earned Electrum, Ximori has reached the plaza outside the Cathedral of St. Astrogine.
I think I'm just going to find a quiet place in the plaza. And sit down and just sort of take a moment to try and weigh what I'm feeling. Part of it being the obvious guilt and repercussions from yesterday, but the elation as well of Norak having been caught and being held by the Scale Guard that I still believe are very good at their jobs. But I'm also enjoying the quiet of Bast not being awake, as it were, or not able to talk to me. And while I'm there, I will what do I have on me? I've still got the beads in my hair, actually. So I'm just going to take the beads out of my hair. Sort of pick the one that feels most like Togrim, and sort of put the rest aside. Just hold that one. Just think. Try and apologize. And try and grieve. Which I don't really know how to do, so.
Ximori is left to their meditation in the centre of the plaza. The remaining 4 have arrived at the Worm's Seal, entering through the ornate wooden doors into the quiet abode inside, where Marina Martel is working away at a new coat. The available goods are on display in its glass cabinets, and Riley the cat has nestled underneath a table at the centre of the room.
Can Lesley pet the cat?
One, Lesley is mauled.
It's a 9.
That one.
There you go.
I really want to pet the cat.
Raleigh chooses Deck over Lesley. And the two animal companions start having a conversation of grunts and purrs between each other.
Okay.
Pleasantries exchanged and the tale of last night told, Marina goes and acquires their requested items. Balrick's longbow is now softly carved with draconic runes inlaid with bronze along its entire wood. Leslie's dragonfly shortsword is polished to a glimmer, and 3 spell scrolls have been acquired for Tauri.
I have a question. We unfortunately lost a member of our party. He was able to enchant this bag to hold more than it appears. Would Tauri, just out of character, would Tauri feel the magic fading like... No? Are you able to make one similar or smaller, perhaps? And I'll pass it over to see.
Aderyn felt the magic, didn't she?
That's why I was asking if Tauri would have felt the same thing, because I wasn't sure if she would have.
You've learned magic.
That's fine. That's what I thought. That's why I asked the question.
Marina explains that she has a similar style bag already created and available for purchase for 1,400 Electrum pieces.
Fortunately, that would be more than we have once included with everything else. What was the... So we have 2.9k of Electrum.
Can we just pay that now, just to keep track?
Do we...
Bryn, did you take...
Yeah, I was busy trying to work out... You said it was, what was it, 1.4 for that bag?
I can afford another 700 gold.
The issue is we don't have the Electrum, and we won't be able to get it. I know, that's the issue. So we only have... So even if I dropped tiny huts...
How much? Sorry, 250 was it?
Yeah. So if we take off 800, for example, that'll put us
That's 1,450. That'll give us
2.6.
another 1,450.
But that would be none of the scrolls. We wouldn't have
That'll be
enough.
none of the scrolls.
We would be 50 short, actually.
No, 1,450 and 1,450.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What do we think?
Scrolls are useful. We've got a bag of holding. If we're going to continue to use Togrims, is it going to be alright? Yeah, our friends passed on. Is the magic still going to be there?
Is that something that could fix?
Would it be any cheaper than the other bag? We could go away and get that. You can get your scrolls. We can go away and get the Electrum. Come back for it.
Well, we could give everything we've got, which would be 2,900. I know that's not enough for the work to be done on this, but we could then go and get the remainder.
That's what I was saying. We'll leave it here. We'll come back and get the rest.
I'll just say, bear in mind, you don't particularly have a way to get that paperwork anymore now that Togrim's dead.
However, However, we might be able to get the paperwork because we've already got the item. So it's fixing the item, which means we might be able to get the paperwork to say we've got the agreement for it to be fixed from the shop.
Why did you have to put bureaucracy in this game, Gethin? We don't want to lose all the Togrim stuff.
Pebble. We can't.
Yeah,
make
that's
Pebble.
the biggest thing I'm thinking. It's not necessarily for us to have as a bag of gold.
We also
Yes, but that means we're having to literally, we cannot go anywhere without a cart, and we have Pebble's skeleton / body.
Emma first.
We have Togrim's pillow. Yes. He's not gone.
We've got what I was gonna say. There's two big. Oh no, can't remember. Oh, I was gonna say something. It's gone. The worry is like we don't know how much stuff Togrim has. We don't know how much of a hoarder he is. What if when it pops, it's like 2 houses full of crap? We don't know how bag of holdings work. Is there? Here?
He was like,
We'll do it slowly. And Pebble.
Very important.
A disembodied wolf, yes. A dismembered wolf made of metal.
Oh, yeah, he made, I'm not entirely sure alive is the right word, but a live metal wolf. Just got accepted to the university. I'll slowly put it back in.
Maybe Terquin has a storage space, he can keep it safe.
I'm going to say the professor.
Or the professor. We'll buy what we've ordered now.
What were some of the prices of the other things? Probably more the common, because we've got the extra electrum, so we may as well spend it while we're out.
I think we've got 650 electrum left.
Oh, and and what were some of the items that we could afford? So 650 or less. I think either of those would be useful for us.
None of us use a longsword, sadly.
Or
Most of us aren't even trained in it. Only one of us is probably trained to use it.
No, we've got 3 people who can use it.
Oh. Yeah, true.
And I doubt you want to arm Ximori more currently.
He's armed enough as it is. He's got arms.
I'm armless.
Anything anyone wants from the common items? The
Balrick doesn't like boats, so...
The firecrackers could be useful for distractions.
The party eventually decide to just spend the money on the items that they have.
Plus 1 longbow.
We will probably, we will take those back.
Once I've finished saying my various prayers, take the Togrim bead and weave it into my hair. Take a number of deep breaths and then head towards the house, I think.
Can we just buy the other long sword? The other short sword? Can we pay for that now, maybe? Because that was 650.
If you have the Electrum, because you're not going to be able to get it out again.
do we have to give it back?
Electrum is very carefully tracked through the Empire. The records will show that the amount they spent was not equal to the amount they took out, and questions will be raised.
Well,
As in, we took Electrum out and then didn't spend it. It would look weird.
right. Maybe it's worth.
Just paying for the dragonfly thing up front.
Yeah,
Like, you're not going to get the money out again.
Well, we might. We might get the money out again.
It's very
I've
unlikely.
got more money.
Balrick's clearly rich.
It's not the
Not that
money
rich
that's the
now.
problem. It's finding someone who will sign a thing saying, yes, you can have a magical weapon.
Or a magical item.
I say we spend the last 650 just to make sure that Lesley does have that sword in the future. Anyway, I vote for just buying the other short sword. Because it's all the money at once. We don't have to deal with the fact.
Lesley also votes for this, but also with the knowledge that Marina's Lesley. Marina seems like quite a nice person. I think she would be willing to put down that we spent the money as a deposit on a sword, but maybe we come back and we think, sword schmord. Maybe we want to get something else. Maybe Marina's kind enough to be like, well, that deposit could go on something else.
I feel like Marina's quite by the book, but regardless.
I think she's... Look at that woman. She's willing to...
It makes sense to spend it while we have it, I agree.
I think we can put it down and maybe ask.
We're in a day of mourning and we're going to be spending a lot of the time at the bank. I don't particularly fancy that.
I would like to never go to the bank again, actually.
Yeah. Alright, here's all the money we have, Marina.
Right. I was wondering how long it would take you. Well, I will make record of it. The item will be completed at some point. I'm not entirely sure when you plan to return, but I can comfortably say it would probably be finished. But then I'm still requiring my blacksmith to actually finish crafting it and to get the necessary artisan tools, but it'll be done.
Thank you very much. We look forward to returning in the future. Out of interest, how long would it take for such a beautiful sword to be crafted?
As I say, I'm waiting on the actual item itself to be finished, so that's a few days at least. Or it's in my hand, and it will take a few days to enchant as well.
Huddle. Do you guys think it's worth it to ask if maybe we put it on hold and if we're back in the area again, money could be used on other things?
Yeah.
I will remind you that you did sign a contract that you would purchase the partner blade.
Nah, motherfucker, I did, didn't I?
Find the blade.
Might as well purchase it now.
I just owe Balrick a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I'll write that down.
Technically, you owe it to me because Balrick's money is mine.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
So
What do you
that's
mean?
another 650 electro. So you already owe me 228 gold. Plus another 325 gold.
So
that's
I need to write this down.
553.
I think that's 325 gold because that goes to 650 electrums. That might have already been put into debt.
And?
Well, 325 gold is 650 electrum.
Yeah.
So I think you've already put Lesley into debt for the sword once already.
No,
Yeah, that's one
because
sword. This is
no,
the second
because I already
sword.
bought Leslie's other sword for them,
Ah, right. Okay.
There's
and
two
Lesley
swords.
contributed about 100 gold towards that.
Fair.
And I contributed now 650 gold, 600 gold towards it.
Well, this is why you're our ranger actuary.
Well, thank you very much, Balrick. It's very generous of you.
It's our money now, I guess.
Hey.
I've got yours set aside, Aderyn. Don't worry.
Well,
I'm gonna start a ledger. Balrick starts like a little
Ranger Actuary.
He's got a tiny little notepad that actually is actually like A4, but in his hands it looks like it's A6.
Well, with stuff acquired, bag of Electrum emptied, bag of holding refilled, and the knowledge that it is fading, where there are still a few things for you to do in the city that you want to do. Ximori is heading back to find the house empty at this point. But as you lot head on to whatever the next on your list is, I think we'll end the session there and pick up this story next time. As we once again pan out from the rain-soaked streets of Xir. Some of you are feeling a little bit more capable should you be ambushed ever again. We will find out what happens in another episode. But until then, see you later.